2025 is here, and it's the perfect time to dive into the most exciting upcoming games that spark the imagination. I've handpicked some truly special titles that just might steal your heart, and this is only a glimpse of what's coming. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support really motivates me. Smash that subscribe button, and let's get started. Moon Mystery is an atmospheric, first-person shooter adventure that blends sci-fi, mystery, and exploration elements. Set on the moon, the game invites players to unravel the secrets of the Silver Globe and the haunting mysteries hidden beneath its surface. While players will face dangers lurking in the dark, the game's narrative is centered on uncovering what happened during past lunar missions and the true reason behind the moon's eerie allure. The game offers a wide variety of gameplay experiences, including piloting multiple vehicles, such as lunar rovers, submarines, and radio-controlled cars to explore strange worlds beyond Earth. It features 15 levels across 7 different planets, along with over 5 weapons to help combat malfunctioning robots and other threats. Players will need to solve puzzles, overcome environmental obstacles, and confront the dangers that arise from both robotic foes and other mysterious forces on the moon. Mixtape is an upcoming adventure game set to release in 2025. The game promises a nostalgic journey through the ups and downs of teenage life. Players will step into the shoes of 3 high school friends on their last night together, embarking on one final adventure before graduation. The game is set to a carefully curated mixtape, featuring tracks from iconic bands like Devo, Roxy Music, and Joy Division, immersing players in a vibrant, dreamlike world of formative memories. As you guide the trio through their final party preparations, you'll explore pivotal moments from their adolescence, skateboarding, sneaking out, taking photos at an abandoned theme park, and more. The game's narrative is packed with emotional beats, from first kisses to last dances, designed to evoke the bittersweet nostalgia of growing up. The gameplay experience includes a range of activities, with a focus on the carefree joy and mischief of youth. Expect dynamic interactions, a variety of memorable settings, and a soundtrack that resonates with the spirit of youth culture. Big Helmet Heroes is a dynamic and colorful 3D beat-em-up game that brings together fast-paced combat, quirky characters, and an array of exciting challenges. Players can choose from 29 different heroes, each with their own distinct fighting style and special abilities, to embark on a thrilling quest to save the princess. With a combination of hand-to-hand combat and unique weapons, the heroes battle through whimsical worlds filled with enemies, puzzles, and adventure. The game features a vibrant art style, ensuring a visually engaging experience with cartoonish environments and diverse, imaginative settings. Whether it's hacking through hordes of enemies, solving puzzles, or unlocking new abilities, Big Helmet Heroes delivers a variety of gameplay experiences that keep the action fresh and exciting. Players can also unlock new heroes and improve their abilities as they progress, offering plenty of replayability and a sense of growth throughout the journey. Thick as Thieves is an intriguing cooperative game set in an alternate history version of Edinburgh, where supernatural elements shape a starkly divided society. The rich elite hoard wealth and power, leaving the lower classes to struggle for survival. Players step into the shoes of daring thieves, aiming to redistribute wealth by executing elaborate heists. Success hinges on assembling a skillful team, utilizing clever tactics, and occasionally relying on a bit of luck, offering a mix of thrilling missions and narrative depth. Players are challenged to balance their noble motives of aiding the oppressed with the allure of personal gain. The combination of historical inspiration and supernatural twists makes this a unique entry in the cooperative heist genre. Avowed is an upcoming first-person fantasy RPG developed by Obsidian Entertainment, set in the richly detailed world of Eora, the same universe as Pillars of Eternity. Slated for release on February 18, 2025, Avowed transports players to the Living Lands, where they play as an envoy of the Edoran Emperor tasked with uncovering the source of a mysterious plague known as the Dream Scourge. The game mixes elements of political intrigue, mysticism, and powerful combat as players navigate a world rife with tension between local factions and the Imperial forces. The game will feature deep character customization, where players can shape their protagonists' abilities and story choices. A unique aspect of Avowed is its blend of first and third-person perspectives, allowing for varied combat experiences, including spellcasting and melee engagements. Alongside combat, the game emphasizes narrative choices that influence the outcome of the story, offering multiple paths and outcomes depending on which factions the player aligns with. Atomfall is an immersive survival action game developed by Rebellion, set to release on March 27, 2025. It takes place 5 years after a catastrophic nuclear disaster in northern England, which has left the region in ruins. Players step into a fictional quarantine zone, exploring the desolate British countryside filled with remnants of society. The game focuses heavily on exploration, scavenging, crafting, and combat as you navigate through this post-apocalyptic world. The narrative is heavily influenced by real-life events, blending mystery, survival, and a sense of mysticism that permeates the game world. Judas is a first-person narrative-driven shooter developed by Ghost Story Games, led by Ken Levine, the visionary behind BioShock and BioShock Infinite. The game plunges players into the chaotic interior of a deteriorating starship. You play as the troubled protagonist, Judas, who is desperately attempting to escape this disintegrating vessel. The twist lies in your relationships with the ship's hostile inhabitants, with the potential to either forge uneasy alliances or deepen betrayals. Your survival hinges on these interactions, making choices that will either repair or further shatter the already fragile ship and its inhabitants. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando is an intense, co-op first-person shooter set in a near-future apocalyptic world. Created by legendary horror director John Carpenter and developed by Saber Interactive, it brings together fast-paced action, 80s horror vibes, and a devastating zombie apocalypse. The game's story begins with a catastrophic experiment to tap into Earth's core energy, which unleashes a monstrous being known as the Sludge God, turning both the land and its inhabitants into dangerous undead creatures. In this chaotic world, you step into the boots of a toxic commando, a mercenary hired to clean up the mess. Your mission is simple: fight back hordes of terrifying monsters and take down the Sludge God. Digested is an upcoming horror survival game. Set in a first-person perspective, the game revolves around escaping a relentless giant snake determined to devour you. Players must rely on a map, a compass, and their wits to locate crucial navigation points and ultimately find their extraction pod, the only means of escape. The gameplay emphasizes adaptability and strategy, as every playthrough is randomized. Starting positions, navigation points, power-ups, and the pod's location change with each session, ensuring a fresh challenge every time. Power-ups provide temporary advantages, giving players a fighting chance against the lurking predator. Crimson Desert is an ambitious open-world action RPG developed by Pearl Abyss, the studio behind Black Desert Online. Set in the continent of Pywell, the game unfolds in a high fantasy world divided into distinct regions, each with its own cultures and landscapes. The story centers on Macduff, a mercenary navigating the political chaos following the King of Demenis's coma. With the king's absence, power struggles erupt across the land, setting the stage for Macduff to rise as a leader and form a group of mercenaries to fight for survival against rival factions. The game world is vast and varied, featuring snowy peaks, deserts, forests, and rocky plateaus, each with their own cities, castles, and villages. One of the standout features of the setting is the introduction of new technologies, including firearms and cannons, alongside the ancient practice of alchemy, which allows players to imbue weapons with magical abilities. These elements combine to create intense tactical combat and exploration, further enhanced by the game's emphasis on player choice, where your actions can shape the story and world. Dispatch is an upcoming superhero workplace comedy game set to launch in 2025, developed by Ad Hoc Studio. Set in modern-day Los Angeles, the game follows Robert Robertson, aka Mecha Man, whose mech suit is destroyed in a battle with his nemesis. Forced to take a desk job at a superhero dispatch center, Robertson transitions from hero to dispatcher. In this new role, he's tasked with managing a roster of ex-supervillains and navigating office dynamics, while attempting to rebuild his suit for a chance at revenge. From light-hearted interactions in the break room to critical life-or-death decisions in the field, Every choice impacts character relationships and the unfolding narrative. Each hero comes with distinct quirks and challenges, requiring players to manage their roster effectively to keep the team and city together. Fragpunk is an upcoming competitive hero shooter that promises to stand out in the fast-paced FPS genre. What sets Fragpunk apart from other shooters is its dynamic card system, which introduces a unique mechanic for each round. Players will select shard cards before starting, which modify the game's rules and objectives, adding an unpredictable element to every match. The game pits two teams of 5 players against each other in 5v5 combat, where players either plant a converter in enemy zones or defend against attackers. Along with the card system, Fragpunk features 10 heroes, each with distinct abilities, and 15 different weapons to choose from, providing plenty of strategic options. In terms of business model, Fragpunk will be free to play, and all cards will be available for free at launch, ensuring a level playing field for everyone right from the start. Killing Floor 3 is set to expand the action horror FPS series with more intense gameplay, launching in early 2025. Set in a dystopian future of 2091, humanity faces the devastating consequences of Megacorp Horzine's bioengineering, with monstrous Zeds threatening to wipe out the world. Players join the rebel group Nightfall, tasked with taking down these horrifying creatures in cooperative, wave-based combat. Up to 6 players can team up, using a vast arsenal of weapons and tools to fight off the increasingly difficult hordes. The first Berserker, Khazan, is an upcoming single-player action RPG set in the same universe as Dungeon Fighter Online. The game blends fast-paced hardcore combat with a rich narrative and stylized anime-inspired visuals. The game follows the story of Khazan, a legendary warrior and former general of the Pel Lost Empire. After saving the Empire from the Dragon Legion, he is betrayed, falsely accused of treason, and exiled. The player takes control of Khazan as he embarks on a journey of vengeance against those who orchestrated his downfall. The narrative focuses on themes of betrayal, vengeance, and redemption, with the game pushing Khazan into hostile territories where his skills are tested in fierce battles. The combat system, central to the game's appeal, draws heavily from Dungeon Fighter Online's iconic combos and weapon usage, but with a modern 3D twist. The developers aim for a challenging gameplay experience, not categorizing it as a Souls-like, but still embracing a similarly punishing difficulty with intricate, aggressive combat sequences. The game's bosses are notorious for their difficulty, and the overall experience is designed to reward players with a profound sense of achievement for overcoming tough challenges. Ark Raiders is a free-to-play multiplayer extraction shooter set in a futuristic, post-apocalyptic Earth under siege by Ark, a mysterious and hostile mechanized threat. Developed by Embark Studios, the game combines high-intensity combat, cooperative gameplay, and strategic survival elements. The goal is to venture into treacherous zones, gather vital supplies, and extract safely, all while fending off Ark machines and rival human players competing for the same resources. The game offers dynamic third-person combat with a variety of weapons, tools, and abilities that players can customize to match their playstyle. A standout feature is its emphasis on verticality and movement, with mechanics like ziplines and jump pads, enabling tactical mobility. The world is richly detailed, blending retro-futuristic visuals with expansive environments that are both beautiful and deadly. Each mission is a blend of tense encounters with Ark's relentless machines and strategic decisions to outsmart or outlast other human competitors. INZOI is an innovative life simulation game developed by Krafton, known for its work on PUBG. This ambitious title allows players to control and observe the lives of characters called Zois, crafting their stories in a virtual world. Using Unreal Engine 5, INZOI offers stunning, realistic graphics, paired with intuitive tools that enable players to design custom characters, build homes, and even reshape entire cities. Every character is powered by advanced AI, which drives unique, unscripted behaviors, making each playthrough dynamic and unpredictable. The game emphasizes creativity and realism, allowing players to influence their characters' emotions, relationships, and careers while engaging in various activities like painting, exercising, or working. Its proprietary features include a 3D scanning tool to bring real-world objects into the game, extensive modding support, and a karma system that affects characters' personalities. And that wraps up the incredible lineup of upcoming games for 2025. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated on all the latest videos and news. If you enjoyed the content and want to support the channel, feel free to check out my Buy Me a Coffee link. Every little bit helps me create more awesome content for you. I hope you found your new game to look forward to in 2025. Thanks for watching. I wish you a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.